riding along with Martin Truex Jr. and racing. There's a very difficult balance that you would have to have. Be patient, and yet at the same time, you've got to race, like I said, 200 miles an hour into turn one and be literally inches away from your competition.
Well, as we ride on board with the Ford in-car and Joey Logano, that's what makes these drivers the best in the world, Rick. They can drive on the edge of chaos. They can be 1 or 2% away from out of control.
At the start of the race, so we'll watch him battle up as Chase Elliott's.
Kevin Harvick had a little problem off turn 4. Chase Elliott's car handling much better at this point in the race than Kevin Harvick. So the rookie that's made his way into the chase showing some muscle early in this race.
What is it about Charlotte Motor Speedway? We've seen some impressive NASCAR superstars get their first ever win here. Another one that comes to mind, that young guy that drove the 24 before Chase Elliott, Jeff Gordon, first ever career win.
So far during this run, he's been saying the car's been a little bit tight, a little bit edgy, and as you saw, free everywhere. But going into the race, felt pretty comfortable with this racetrack. He knows this is A.J. Allmendinger definitely has something to prove. He's not a chaser. Racing with plenty of motivation today, however, and a bit of a heavy heart. Chip Warren, a longtime NASCAR official, who began his career with NASCAR in 1978. Passed away after a battle with cancer on Wednesday. Most recently, Warren had been a member of the marketing team with JTG Doherty and the 47 team.
And I think whichever, if they're all on the bottom, I think you want to be in the middle, not way up at the top, but at the middle of the racetrack. You saw it did not work for the 11 of Denny Hamlin, though. Joey Logano was able to clear him.
Here comes the 48 of Jimmy Johnson, working to the inside of that 11 of Denny Hamlin. We ride along with the Chevy on board of Chase Elliott. Looking back, excuse me, that's not Chase Elliott, that's Joey Logano that we're riding along with. Chase Elliott out front, Kevin Harvick running second.
The track farm out the very next week. So as he pointed out, Steve, you've got to go for those wins when you have a shot to get them, because you never know how valuable that win could be. They learned that last week.
Well, you're at
the 11 of Denny Hamlin, Larson in the 42 with the big target on the front hood of that car. Riding along with Denny Hamlin and the Coca-Cola onboard, looking back at the 42 of Kyle Larson as we're watching the Bank of America 500 from Charlotte Motor Speedway. 101 laps already in the book. He'll get in front. Denny Hamlin leads at Charlotte.
Fuel injected system runs the electronics of the race car. Simple fact is, when the car lets you down, the points are given up. And you see here in the chase points, currently 23 points behind this 4 of Kevin Harvick.
You know how dangerous it's going to be to go to Talladega, having to get a win or have a great finish there. So he will have opportunities, but it won't be easy.
Mike, what about the driver, the 22?
And he's just catching his breath.
Hamlin trying to hold off the 48, but the 48 has been charging ever since dropping back to third. He was able to get right up next to the 11. They were fighting for that top spot.
Denny Hamlin did a great job of battling and keeping that position. And then
side is continuing to keep these 4 drivers nose to tail very tightly connected.
I think these cars are quicker than Denny.
All 40 cars will continue to compete on the same racetrack, but today only 12 have an opportunity to win the championship. They will be racing side by side, bumper to bumper, with the guys out there that don't have a shot at the championship. Looking back from the Coca-Cola onboard camera of Denny Hamlin. Hamlin running in the 6th spot. Looking back to Brad Keselowski running, eliminated him from the chase. As we look for a battle for second here, as Chase Elliott's closed the gap once again between he and Martin Truex Jr.
You've seen every car on the racetrack is right around the bottom of the racetrack since this restart. You know, typically that's
18 has to worry a little bit about getting into the wall coming out of 4 there on that last lap.
The spotter talking about how the wind's picked up. You would think the wind wouldn't have a lot of effect on a car that weighs over 3,000 pounds.